Oh, Leonard Zhao, he's the former ambassador to Swaziland. And when at the interview, at the very end, he said that when he and his wife were leaving Swaziland to come back to Taiwan, they were on a plane, and the pilot made an announcement on, over the intercom and said, "We have Ambassador Zhao and his wife on a plane with us. We really thank them for the contribution to the country," because he brought electricity to Swaziland, literally. Because they had no electricity before, he brought electricity to the country. So, they made this announcement. He said, "We thank them all these years for the contribution, what they've done for the country. So let's give them applause." His wife broke down and cried. And right there and then, when he was telling the story, I felt like crying. I said, oh, I really did. So I really get into the interview, I guess. If you listen to their stories, they have amazing stories to tell. And I think that's what I like about interviewing people. That's Fanny徐, who is director of Quadratic Culture and Arts Foundation. 中强光电, they have a 基金会, a foundation. So it's into light, all the different kinds of lights and everything. But I asked her, I said, light, how's that different from art? So he said, well, that's a good question. But anyway, you can certainly go on and watch my interviews, at other time. Aaron Berg, he brought his bicycle into the studio. So we tried to, because he's really into biking, he had cancer of the lymph, I think, and but he survived. And he became a triathlete, 铁人三项, right? So he's really into biking. He's very thin, but he's very healthy. Very positive thinker, just like Joshua Xu, the one who was in a wheelchair. And he brought his bike in there. So you think like, well, I wanted to bring a bike, but I didn't know what to do with it. But it's a good thing that I worked with my crew and figured out of some ways. He actually relates life to wheel. He said if the wheel's not proper, then your life would be a wreck. But how the wheel needs to flow. So you have to check your bike before you go biking and things like that. So he relates to things, All right.